rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Irwin hangs in a cross. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Oh, smashing header! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Delivers with whip. He saw the danger and he went... Rafinha! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly. When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
And it's Otto. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. And here's Mbappe. And he has been fouled there. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Great chance here from position A1.
Yeah, that's such a good position too.
Oh, it's come loose. Driving on and making good progress. Owen had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Shot it, and one more try! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Mbappe shapes to shoot! Serginho. He is through here. Otto did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bale receives it in a what? Good chance here! He's given the time to pick a pass. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's in on goal! That's good defending, very good defending.
Oh, that's excellent, such a clean tackle.
Tries to play it through. Bale is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, that's a key interception.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
It's played through for him. Mbappe! Now can he find a big chance? And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Borussia Dortmund take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Sanchez is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. Quality ball. Serginho. He won't be happy with that one. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Nicely aimed pass. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Serginho. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. Bale applies the finish! Ooh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Now, the team's still separated by one goal, but it should be very different. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1.
Substitution in progress.
And we're off again. All started well enough. Oh, he's found support out wide. Serginho picks it up out wide. Gabriel is there, and it struck first time. Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Owen. Serginho. Aubameyang. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And Serginho. Now it's Owen. He has found the way through. And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Aubameyang really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Serginho. Not the most accurate pass. Serginho. And it's Rijkaard. And it's Serginho. Rafinha with the foul. Mbappe. Rafinha. Now Yaya Toure. Now it's Aubameyang. It's a good spell of possession, this. Baresi cuts out the pass. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Well-timed, excellent interception. Serginho, over to the left. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. It's a sharp little ball here. Almost an hour gone. Aimed beyond the defence. Maradona.
Egypt really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Talisca. He's through here. Costa Curta deals with that comfortably. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
There's the shot! And that has been clubbed away. Bale. Mbappe.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, super ball! And the finish! They've scored! Again, we are level! What a contest!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. There's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
So all square and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be...
Takes a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And they're back in front. Borussia Dortmund get themselves into the lead. And it's Maradona. Oh, he's had a shot! And that could have brought them level.
Mbappe really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
And that's a throw-in. That looks a decent ball, and he's there to get it away.
Egypt really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Azar gets it away. He might be in here. Tries a shot! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Egypt really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Has a look and plays it forward. Engages and forces him off the ball. Knocks it into space. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Borussia Dortmund on the counter-attack now. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Maradona. Egypt have reclaimed it. Lovely
Added
pass,
minute
but
has
can
been
he get
indicated.
there? Oh, that's fabulous. Serginho. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Time added on 4 minutes. No, he refuses to take the bait. Maradona. And here's Aubameyang. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Borussia Dortmund against Barcelona.
The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. And we're underway. So there he is, Wesley Sneijder, a terrific playmaker.
Yeah, one of the very best to emerge from that legendary Amsterdam production line. An old-style number 10 whose ability with the ball is the envy of many.
And is that his greatest strength, or is there more to him?
Well, without doubt, it's his tactical intelligence combined with his pinpoint precision. The guy is like clockwork. You have to have that if you want to play there.
Hazard. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. And this is Batistuta. And he was alert to it. He's looking wide. Sanchez. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, perfectly measured that. And Aubameyang! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
The look of disbelief on the faces of his teammates, I don't need to add to it.
Serginho. Talisca. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's in space and looking for options. Beckham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Aubameyang. And now the breakaway. Robertson. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Robertson. Hazard in with the challenge. Odo. Now it's Aubameyang. Robertson spots it and intercepts. Tries to play it through. No goals as yet.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Probing pass. Robertson makes the interception. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Schneider. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is chance for a shot! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Aubameyang. Can he get onto this? He's got away. And he's gone looking for safety. Half an hour played now. Now it's Batistuta. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Mbappe. That is ended up in no man's land. That is Conte. Tries a deft little ball. Oh, important interception. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Played out to the left flank, and he's being shifted off it. Serginho opts for safety. Mbappe chasing after it. Schneider. Hazard. Can he get it through? Plenty. Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! First blood drawn. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Odo. And here's Mbappe. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now he's off and running.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Out to the right. Azar. And it's Schneider. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are back on the way.
Borussia Dortmund can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Hakimi has it in a wide position, and he's made sure that's not getting through.
Barcelona clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Talisca. It's a searching pass. And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Borussia Dortmund with the corner. They're first. They've played it short. This looks promising. Mbappe gets good distance on it. Now, can they get him away? And it's Odo. Yaya Toure. He's on it. Can he get away?
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Serginho going face-to-face with his great rival. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Looking to play him in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that's neat. Picked out brilliantly. And that has sent him sprawling. No way through, so back it comes. Talisca, can he finish? Off the post. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to restore parity. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
The attendance for this match was 60,179.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Talisca. Talisca. And Rafinha. That's good running with the ball. Driving through the middle. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Shoots! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Rafinha. Floated through. Aubameyang! Corner number 2 then. And it's Yaya Toure. And that is expertly dealt with. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, well played. Conte. So what can they make of this? Now that's well seen too. That could spell trouble. Threads one in. And Batistuta! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Batistuta has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Played out towards the right wing. Played into space. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Costa Curta. And it's Yaya Toure. And Rafinha. Bale. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Costa Curta. And it's Yaya Toure. And Sanchez. And he can clear it away.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Beckham. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Schneider. Sanchez can get it clear.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Rafinha, looking for options for movement. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and
There will be 3
he
minutes
knows it.
added time.
That's a little off target.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 5, Mbappe. Number 97, O'Reilly.
Barcelona have a free
Number
kick.
10, Rafinha. Number 27, Serginho. Coming on the field, number 12, Van Basten. Number 20, Hazard. Number 18, Neymar. Number 11,
Pass just
Raul.
lacking in accuracy.
Substitution in progress.
We are into stoppage time. Raul. Talisca, who's set up 1 goal so far. And he's straight offside. He's had it taken off him. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. Well, we're on the way.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic once he comes inside. Anything is possible.
Rafinha, brilliantly cut out. No foul, says the referee.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Rafinha. And it's Otto. Rafinha looking for the run. And it's made its way to him. Swings it across. And that should get the job done. It's a pretty loose pass. He's in a great position here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Talisca. A probing pass. Robertson. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. And it's Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Rafinha did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Played through into space. He's in plenty of space here. Bale. Bale's cross.
Well played and well cleared.
Borussia Dortmund with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Talisca plays it short. Good ball, good take. And now they can spring out of defence. Passing nice and neat. Oh, that was vital.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Azar. Azar. Bale. He has found the way through. Nice bit of trickery. That is good strength. Now the delivery.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Monaco looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can.
And the shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Borussia Dortmund have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Kimmich, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Messi. Played into space out wide. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Messi. That's going to go a long way. Talisca. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Van Dijk concedes a free kick for that. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Messi. Now it's Hazard.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Can he get it through? Plays it across.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Van Dijk. Here's Rodri. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Mbappe. Rafinha. And he was alert to it. Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now.
Has been indicated.
And he's got the final touch there. Goal kick's been given. No, no way through there. Talisca. Rafinha. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Rafinha. And there's the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Borussia Dortmund are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Rodri. Azar. Messi. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Rafinha. And they can counter here. It's a promising position. Lovely bit of skill. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's played through for him. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's gone backward here. Now the cross. Haaland is flagged offside.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Hazard. Hazard! And that is doing no harm at all.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Played into space. Serginho providing an outlet on that flank. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Rafinha. Odo. Now Mbappe. Talisca. Good running, strong. He's gone for goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Substitutions taking place.
Monaco can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Played into space. Oh, well played, well played.
Monaco really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Played out wide. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Yaya Toure. Talisca. Mbappe. And he's onside. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Borussia Dortmund have their third corner. Takes a shot! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That was a given. It always was.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Borussia Dortmund have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Sanchez is very much of the non-shall-pass school of defending. Rafinha charging forward, the ball at his feet. Otto spots it and intercepts. Now he's got space here. Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. Rafinha. Serginho. And Rafinha. He can run onto that. Lorenzo Bamia. Big chance! Shoots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further. And he draws the sweetest of pictures.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
Borussia Dortmund find a position of real strength now. And that will be the final act. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected...
Takes the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Borussia Dortmund with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. Egypt are looking to go forward now. Not the most accurate pass. Bale, Mbappe, Aubameyang. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Toure makes the interception. Centre of attention, of course, Zico. Now he can play.
Well, you know, he isn't just a playmaker, Peter. He puts the hard yards in, and he has the presence to be quite a strong leader too.
So it's no surprise that so many idolise him and emulate him.
Brazilian flair and elegance is tough to emulate, but very easy to admire.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. Chance for a shot! And that was very necessary. And he's had a hit! Magnificent! About as smooth as it gets! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Borussia Dortmund have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Yaya Toure. Over to the left, and he was quick to react. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That has been cut short. Borussia Dortmund are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Rafinha. Well, that looks a decent ball. Odo. And it's Odo. Aubameyang is in a really good position out wide. Oh, this is a great position. Shot a goal! It's a pretty loose pass. Rafinha. And here's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's been caught. Rafinha! Costa Curta tries to clear. Serginho was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Goes for goal! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Belletti aimed beyond the defence. He is through here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now, he's just misjudged that one. Costa Curta. Time and again they are repelled.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Beckenbauer defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Mbappe. Zico. It's a really well-measured ball. He's found the way through. And the shot! It's anyone's ball now. Odo. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And it's Serginho. That has been slung wide. Looking to play him in. Now that's a fine challenge. Maradona. Chance here to counter.
Borussia Dortmund couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Talisca. And that'll be the last act of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
And now, to all
I
members
think
of the
on the
crowd,
whole the team
I'd like
linked
to
up very
ask you
well
to
and
join
has been
me in
organised.
wishing our
Hence
birthday
their
boy
position. They can
very
afford to be a
special
little
birthday.
braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Borussia Dortmund leading 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Borussia Dortmund really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Lovely feet. And this is Zico. And he's heaved it away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Now it's Bale. And this is Bale. Cross knee. Bullish header! Harmlessly behind.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Costa Curta. Cruyff going full steam ahead down the left flank. He's had it taken off him. And that has been clubbed away.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And he's found a way past. Plenty to aim at here. He's had a shot! It's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
Borussia Dortmund are sitting pretty, 2-0 up. Great chance! Sticks it away! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Now it's Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, good take in a good area. Shapes to shoot! He scores! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Yaya Toure. And it's Yaya Toure. Now Odo. Now it's Aubameyang. He's got away. And the defence opting here for strength in numbers. Rafinha. That is good strength. And he's had it nicked away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Toure gets across to intercept that. And it's Serginho. Good ball, good take. A lot of space ahead of him. There's the shot! He should have put that one away.
Mbappe clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-up.
Stood up well to him there. Rafinha. Oh, super find. He has found the way through. Egypt needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And he's cut it out. Toure did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Cruyff has it in a wide position. Costa Curta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Maradona. He's picked his way through. Egypt could have here their final chance. And he's there to clear it. And the finish! And that is wildly off target. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Aubameyang is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Spread out to the left. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Oh, they could be caught out here. He's on it. Tries a shot! Decent enough try. Corner number 3 coming up. Beckenbauer. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently undeniable. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Borussia Dortmund.
It is a deep, deep sea of yellow. Beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, you can't really overlook the importance of Bruno Fernandes in this side. A lot of players of his ilk may be seen rightly or wrongly as luxury players, and he's anything but. A work ethic I've always admired, and he's still hard at it as ever.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Bale takes a shot. A real chance and a real let-off.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And the pass is intercepted. Talisca. And it's Otto. Gives it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Bruno Fernandes. Now Mbappe. Great vision. He's having a shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Now it's Mbappe. Serginho's... Up he goes! Harmlessly behind. Mbappe. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges? Well, can he finish? Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Minutes is number 9, Luis Suarez.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Bale made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Floated through. Otto. That pass isn't the best. Looking for the run.
Borussia Dortmund are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Vinicius Junior.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the... Shapes to shoot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, the keeper's...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Sanchez. And it's Serginho. Serginho goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Rafinha! And that is wildly off target.
Well, let's just consider that one...
And the keeper's given it away. Not the most accurate pass. That pass has been well intercepted. Borussia Dortmund ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Well, played right into his path. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Mbappe. He's being urged to shoot. And he shoots! They've done it! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Spain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Borussia Dortmund with the corner. They're first. Keeper's dealt with that. Otto. He's in a great position here. Spain are looking to go forward now. Now it's Luis Suarez. Turns back here, probably the best option. Rijkaard. That's a shade optimistic. Played out to the left flank. Looking to play him in.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he's managed to get free. Great chance! Oh, taken with style! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Aubameyang really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And we hit half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And here's Mbappe. Thinks about the shot. Mbappe! Serginho. That has been cut short. Aimed beyond the defence. Rafinha. And it's Serginho. That's beautifully weighted. Well read, nice interception. Serginho is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Mbappe. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Bruno Fernandes couldn't squeeze it through. Sanchez is very much of the non-shall-pass school of defending. Looking for options for movement. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Borussia Dortmund really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Rafinha knocks it into space.
61,052.
Spain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least.
And he's had a hit! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Now he's got space here, and it's been played through. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Rafinha. Nicely weighted ball. That ball looks a good one. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Luis Suarez. That looks a cracking ball. Rafinha. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Bale. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That is good strength. Bellingham looking to add to his goal.
Borussia Dortmund really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and a shot! He scored! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
That's been drilled forward. And here's Aubameyang. He's in a good position here. And he's quick to get it clear again. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Threads one in by Vinicius Junior. Bruno Fernandes. Bellingham. Oh, that was vital. He's going to be disappointed with that. Tries to pass it through. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Bale. More and more pressure on the ball here. It's Aubameyang. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Sanchez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Picked out brilliantly.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vinicius Junior. Referee's given a throw. Foot in. Luis Suarez. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution.
Spain can make their change now with a break in play. Odo. Talisca. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Good ball, good take. Goes for a shot! Now it's Mbappe. Sanchez. And that's that. Borussia Dortmund perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get
Hello,
ready to lock
everybody, and
horns.
welcome to
This is
today's
football
match.
at its finest.
Against Borussia
Well, the
Dortmund.
pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's away we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I feel I must single out Carlos Tevez. He may be on the small side, but he's feisty.
Oh, terrible pass. Talisca. That has been slung wide. Eze. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Davids with the foul. Costa Curta. Now Otto just eases him off the ball. Now it's Eze. He's looking wide. Played back in. Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's in a great position here. Eze! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Eze clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
And it's Tevez. Played out to the left flank. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Chance here to counter. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And Tevez! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Irwin. And this is Tevez. Chance for a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Fenerbahce! Fenerbahce take the lead. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Toure makes the interception. Now it's Tevez. Dixon. Short changes him with that pass. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Bale. It's a good-looking delivery. Nice interception, well timed.
Borussia Dortmund really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Bale. Serginho. And that has left him in a heap. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Bale. He's shifted it to the flank. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Probably be looking to play it square from here. Mbappe is onto this. Hazard. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Serginho takes control of it, and he's on the move. Serginho really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Bale. Now that looks a decent ball. Nicely weighted ball. That looks a cracking ball. He is just caressing the ball. Serginho did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That pass has been well intercepted. That has ended up in no man's land. Great vision. Now it's Tevez. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Look, that might have been telegraphed, but it's superb awareness.
That's been cut out, well played. And it's Otto. Dixon. Now who's going to be first to this? That is good alertness.
Borussia Dortmund truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Fenerbahce finding their passes. Eze! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear. Van Bommel. He's on it, can he get away? And the finish! Rafinha. Time and again they are repelled. Van Bommel. That's a little off target.
2 added minutes has been
Serginho.
indicated.
And it's Bale.
This is the time you need that pace.
Bale. Well read, nice interception. And the half-time whistle goes. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Borussia Dortmund can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Rafinha. Bale.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Piqué. Now it's Bale. Oh, well measured. Can he finish? It's in! 2 to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. So smooth. A signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
Fenerbahce are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Van Bommel, spread it left. And this is Tevez. Toure defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Great chance! Really well taken goal. Just 1 goal in it now. Game on! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Substitution for Fenerbahce. Number 32.
Fenerbahce can now introduce the first of their substitutes. This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Played through into space. Looking for the run. Big chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Talisca. Spread out to the left. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Looking to play him in. Serginho. And this is Bale. Delivers the ball. No way through. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
Yeah, and I think it's a lesson to be learned in not conceding free kicks in this area.
And he welcomes it in. And it's made its way to him.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Tries to pass it through. And the shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund back on level terms. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Substitution for Fenerbahce, number 15.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on to replace him is
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And the shot! And that would have been some goal.
Del Piero just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
So their fourth quarter of the game. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Mbappe. Out to the left it goes. Done delicately.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Over to the left. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And he's being shifted off it. Piqué. Turan. And it's Silva. And that could set him on his way. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Neymar aims beyond the defence.
Has been indicated.
Time added on 4 minutes. Yildiz. And it's Bojan. Neymar.
Oh, great feat, that.
He came in hard, very hard. Bojan. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Played out to the left flank. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink. Reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. There's the whistle. Well, Edmilson's selection has certainly attracted some scrutiny, but the man himself looks, as ever, Jim, utterly unfazed.
Yeah, I like him because he's got a certain elegant...
Rafinha! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! The ideal start!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Mbappe has it out wide and in space. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And now they can clear their lines. Out to the right. That's good play. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Toure kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, nice one too. Decent chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Bale is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Bale goes short. Chance for a shot! He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. And now he has two. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to...
It's full on! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And he's there to clear it. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Iniesta receives it in a wide position. It's a goal kick. Rijkaard. Now it's Forlan. Out to the left it goes. Oh, that's fabulous. Cross needs to be good. Talisca. Luis Suarez! Toure gets rid without sophistication. And he's had it nicked away. Bale proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
He's had it taken off him. Rijkaard. Edmilson. Iniesta. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Just eases him off the ball. And here's Mbappe. He's found some space. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Toure spots it and intercepts. And here's Suarez. And it's Rijkaard. It's not an especially good pass, that. Full chance! It's in! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Forlan demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Sanchez, always a very imposing presence at the back. Delivers with whip. And he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Borussia Dortmund looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Serginho's and the shot! Good reason for optimism here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Bale. Deep cross. Chiellini is there, and he can get that clear. Crossed in again. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Bale providing an outlet on that flank. He gets big! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Nicely weighted ball. He's been caught on it here. Can he finish? Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that'll be the last act of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Borussia Dortmund head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1.
Substitution.
And the second half gets underway. Played towards the other side.
Good switch, that.
Edmilson. Bale. Sanchez. And this is Forlan. He might be in here. Tries a shot. Goal! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
We have ourselves a real game here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Oh, good take in a good area. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Sanchez gets over and intercepts. And here's Mbappe.
We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a
The
flash.
attendance for this match was 61,052.
Ribery. And that is a little undercooked. Now, he's just misjudged that one. He's cut it out. Nedved. Well read, nice interception. Yaya Toure. And it's Yaya Toure. Over to the left. Serginho's cross. Nedved. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Talisca. Rafinha could complete a hat-trick here, Jim. What do you reckon?
Well, I think he's got every chance, and he's got plenty of time too to get his third. And the way he's gone about this match, he looks very much like he could even end up getting more. He's full of hunger and running.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Sanchez. Talisca. Sanchez. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. He'll fancy himself from here.
It's not a good idea in affording free kicks in these positions.
Mbappe! Now, who's going to be first to this? Sanchez.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Another chance from a corner. So, third corner of the game. And that has been cleared. Bale. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, that's a key interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Luis Suarez. The final 5 minutes. Rafinha. Bale gets into a good position. Serginho, and he's got his cross in. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Nedved gets into some space.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Has been indicated.
Ball's gone out of play.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 21, Erling Haaland. Number 10, Rafinha. Number 5,
That's an
Mbappe.
excellent interception.
Number 3,
Serginho.
Bale. Coming on the field.
And it's Serginho.
Number 12,
He's got away.
Basten.
Well, that
Number
tackle was
18,
certainly sturdy.
Neymar. Number 20,
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Decent game of football that, intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Rafinha! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Borussia Dortmund with the corner, they're first. And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, it's got in!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make a difference.
So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Odo. Mbappe. Yaya Toure. And Rafinha. Oh, easy pickings there. Mbappe. And here's Aubameyang. Mbappe. He's had a shot! And the ball's come loose here. Serginho. Well timed, excellent interception. Borussia Dortmund are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. And it's Serginho. Rafinha. Rafinha showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Hazard. Raul. Hazard. Oh, what a climb! Sticks it away! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Paris Saint-Germain grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
Well, I think the technical challenge is doable. This could depend on the amount of power.
Right from the top draw, and they get themselves in front. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Mbappe. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Great chance! Off the post! That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And the counter is on. Yaya Toure. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's been caught napping! Serginho providing an outlet on that flank. And they've been given a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly. Tries a shot, and it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got...
There's the shot! No mistake! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Raul. Serginho. Rafinha.
Additionnel, 3 minutes.
And it's Bale. Can he get it through? Now it's Mbappe. And that could well leave a mark. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Now it's Hazard. Now it's Rafinha. He's had it taken off him. And we hit half-time.
Borussia Dortmund are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say, deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Borussia Dortmund leading by 2 in an incredible contest. It is still anyone's. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Sanchez. It's a sharp little ball here. Flings it across.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Raul. Mbappe does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Now, can they get him away? Chips it through. And he's taking no chances there. Picked out brilliantly.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Rafinha. And it's Serginho. Rafinha. This might... And a chance! It's in! And they are pulling clear here. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And yes, it's him again. So now the difference is 3. He slings it in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Raul.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he's running through. Sanchez gets across to intercept that. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. Messi. Messi towering forward here. Now it's Mbappe, and it's made its way to him. Sanchez tries to clear. And he's in on goal. Yaya Toure. Serginho. Now it's Aubameyang. Aimed beyond the defence. Ball looks a good one. Takes a shot! They've done it! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
It's become a case of men against boys. Tries to play it through. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Raul. Paris Saint-Germain looking to pass their way through. Serginho. Talisca. Rafinha. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Threads one in. That's really well cleared. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Serginho. Rafinha. He's chosen to go back, and he skips past his man.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Azar. Rafinha.
Oh, great feat, that.
Raul. And it's Azar. Azar goes on a run down the left wing. Otto did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Looking to play him in. No, and it's Aubameyang. And the flag has... Can he finish? Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Bale plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Mbappe. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. The referee's awarded a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Oh, he really got hold of that. Could be danger here. Yaya Toure. Rafinha. And now the breakaway. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Oh, a lovely bit of skill. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Serginho. Now it's Rafinha. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. So it's down to business here.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
He does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive the tougher the job gets. His level of commitment is an inspiration for everyone to follow.
Closest thing to a manager on the pitch.
Can't argue with that.
That's beautifully weighted. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Looking to play him in. Haaland! He's delivered all right! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Borussia Dortmund are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Great defending, strong and determined. Talisca. And it's Otto. Now it's Haaland. Hazard. And he's there to get it away. First quarter of an hour gone.
Borussia Dortmund are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Danger averted for now. Bellingham. Pass somewhat off target. Haaland, given the lift of his goal. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Costa Curta cuts it out. Serginho. That has been slung wide. He's picked his way through. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he whips it in. And he's managed to get rid. Costa Curta. Tries to pass it through. He's found the way through. Yaya Toure. Hazard. Ball swung in.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
Rafinha. And it's Serginho. Bout of passing here, really easy on. Shapes to shoot! Decent enough try.
Aubameyang certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Succumbs to the pressure. Rafinha. Well read, nice interception. Mbappe. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. Rijkaard. Great vision. No, he's just misjudged that one. And reclaimed it in a trice. Takes a shot. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Beckham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rijkaard, and this is Hazard. Cross in, looks like a good one. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. It's their second corner of the game. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Robertson is onto this. And that is expertly dealt with.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Bellingham. Half-time getting close now. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's a pretty loose pass. That's a cute ball. That is ended up in no man's land.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And a chance! No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we are back underway.
Borussia Dortmund can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Rafinha. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bops him off it and wins back the ball.
Aubameyang really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Not the most convincing of passes. Serginho. And it's Serginho. That's gone for a throw-in. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Otto wins the duel this time. No, again there's no way through. Played down the flank. Played into space out wide.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Goes for goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Robertson is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And here's Bale, looking for the run. Serginho gets into a good position. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Chelsea appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Hazard. Now it's Bellingham. Haaland. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rijkaard is having a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And it's Serginho. Bale could try cutting inside here. And he's there to belt it away.
Borussia Dortmund really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He has found the way through. Serginho. Bale. Borussia Dortmund are looking to break at pace. No, it's come to nothing. Bale. Rafinha. Can he get onto this?
Such good technique.
And he's managed to get free. Pinches it off him. That is good alertness. And it's Serginho. And here's Bale. Serginho picks it up out wide.
Borussia Dortmund really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Nicely weighted ball. Otto. Shot could be on. Big chance! The referee has given a corner.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 5, Mbappe. Number 10, Rafinha. Number 97, Aubameyang.
They've played it short.
Coming on
And
the
this is
field.
Raul. Goes for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to
Number
this?
18, Neymar.
And it's been given
Number
away.
21, Erling Haaland. Substitution in progress.
Borussia Dortmund are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
He's a sharp little ball here. Neymar. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And this is Raul. That's a good ball. Shoots!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
No, he refuses to take the bait.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Swings it across. Oh, well played, well played. Serginho. Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing. Raul. He is through here. Great ball, and he's in here. And he can clear it away. Yaya Toure. Talisca. Now this could be a chance. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And we're done. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Barcelona have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Cannavaro makes the interception. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. And that should get the job done. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. That has been cut short. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Vinicius Junior. Good. There's the shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Borussia Dortmund finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And he shoots! And that was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Talisca plays it short. Shapes to shoot! And the ball's come loose here. And he was alert to it. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that pass just didn't quite work. And it's slung out wide. And this is it's Van Basten! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, such a clever touch. Foden. He's tried one! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Now it's Bale. Can he get it through? And this is Bale. Elects to cross. Vinicius Junior, who does have an assist to his name. Now it's Haaland. He's got away. Oh, that was vital.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Played in by Foden. And he's only too happy to take that back. And it's Garcia. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. It is a corner. This is their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Oh, that's neat. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, well played, well played. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. In towards big header! It's hit the crossbar! No way through, so back it comes. It's a pretty loose pass, distributed tidily. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Very nicely done. And this is Hazard. And that could well leave a mark. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. To increase the lead. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Serginho. Borussia Dortmund are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Aimed beyond the defence. Haaland. And it's Hazard. Fran Garcia receives it in a good position here. Oh, there's a probing ball.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
It's an errant pass. Bale. Rafinha. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's been cut out, well played. Foden. And it's half-time here. And we're underway again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now, can they get him away? Now it's Bale. Now he's got space here. Chance, surely! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. Serginho clears it away. Rafinha. Oh, shooting chance! And now they can spring out of defence. Bale. And it's been given away. Can he finish? Barcelona were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. That has ended up in no man's land. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's a fine interception. Cannavaro gets it clear. Nicely weighted ball. Played into space. Tries a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Borussia Dortmund certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Pinches it off him. And it's Bale. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Tries to get it clear.
Van Basten really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Hazard gets into a good position. Oh, what a... Oh, it's hit the post! Well, they've got it again. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Foden. Always onto this. And that's not going to reach. Ball's gone out of play. Foden. And the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Serginho. Talisca. Vinicius Junior. Rafinha. Talisca. And they can counter here. And he's on a charge. Van Basten.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Goes for a shot! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Looking to play him in. That's a nicely shaped ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, what has happened here? And he welcomes it in. And he's heaved it away. Borussia Dortmund have their third corner. It's in! We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Serginho. That's a little off target. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Borussia Dortmund really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Yamal. And that is a little undercooked. Yamal is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Looking for the run. And it's been played through. Now this could be a chance. Cleared without complication. And smartly reclaimed. Rafinha.
Borussia Dortmund really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Quality ball. Rafinha.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Van Basten.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's that. Borussia Dortmund perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts weren't...